Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Prim ASMR. I hope that you're all doing very lovely today, finding time for yourself to relax. Today I'm going to be doing a fishtail braid on my hair, and this is kind of a tutorial because I will be teaching you how to do it on yourself. But if you aren't trying to learn or anything, I hope that you still enjoy and just enjoy the sounds throughout the video and the relaxing visuals of braiding. Okay? So, if you are here to learn, you're going to need a few things once you try it on yourself. If you're just watching right now, you won't need these things right away. So you will need a brush. Okay, you're going to want to brush through your hair so that it's nice and smooth and detangled. Okay, ready to braid. Let's get a nice brush. You're also going to want to have some rubber bands, hair ties. If you have very thin hair, you might want to get some of the little tiny elastic rubber bands. Okay, but today I'm going to just be using these normal medium hold. Okay, kind of because this is all I got right now. I don't know what happened to my elastic bands, but you know, so just use whatever you can find. Okay, these should work fine. You're also going to need to have a comb just to make sure that your hair stays very neat and that you can get the best looking braid. Okay? So I'm going to start by brushing my hair, and then we're going to move on to the braid. Okay? So you can do this a few different ways. Okay, I'm going to teach you all the tips that I have that I learned in cosmetology school. Okay, a fishtail braid is very simple, so you know, don't be overwhelmed or anything if you don't get it the first time. Once you get it, you will always know how to do it. That's just how it works. Okay, so the fishtail braid is actually my favorite braid. It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful neat or messy. It looks beautiful as a side braid, as just a complete back in the middle braid. It looks just so beautiful. So what I'm going to do to begin is I'm just going to do on one side. Okay, I'm just going to do a side fishtail braid. So I'm going to be brushing all my hair to one side. Now if you have bangs, of course you'll want to separate those out into a little clip, or you could use a bobby pin or something like that. My bangs are non-existent. Okay, I don't have really any bangs. They're pretty much just as long as the rest of my hair. Okay, so I'll show you guys my bangs real quick. My bangs, now they're staticky. My bangs are about that long. Okay, so of course if I wanted to curl them up, I could separate them. But today I'm just going to put them in with the rest of it. If you have very choppy layered hair, your braid might be a little bit more texturized. You know, there might be little tiny pieces poking out throughout the braid, but that's okay. That's actually a very cute way to wear it, and you know, you can work it. You can make it work. So just get all of your hair to one side. Okay. The first tip that I have for you, if you doing this for the first time, if you have never practiced this before, my advice is to get a rubber band, okay? And if you have the elastic rubber bands, you can actually put your hair up, and then once you get it all braided, you can take some scissors and just snip the band so that it's out, and then it makes your hair a little bit loose, okay? It makes your braid a little bit loose, and it looks really nice like that. I don't have any elastic bands, so I'm just going to use this, okay? So, you are going to want to start with a side ponytail if you're doing side braid, okay? Which I find is the easiest to do on yourself, just because it's hard to kind of see the back of your head unless you have a mirror or something, okay? So, this part is kind of important because this is the part where any hairs that you want left out, like if you're wanting a little bit of a loose braid or messy braid, you might want to pull some of the extra hairs out. Or if you want some pieces left out through here, you can pull those back. I'm just going to try to do a neat braid for you guys, okay? So take it all to the side and get it where you want it, okay? If you want it a little bit higher up, you can. I'm just going to put it in the middle right now. Or actually towards the bottom, okay? So you're just going to make sure it's all brushed and that it looks all smooth, okay? Take your time when you're doing this step. Make sure all of this looks okay. I'm gonna set my brush down. Now you're going to put the ponytail at the root or the base of your hair, okay? Alright. So now what you're going to do is look at it, okay? Make sure it is where you want it to be. So if your plan is to cut the band after you get the braid made, then know that wherever you put it, it's going to hang down just a little bit after you cut this, okay? So if you want it more tight to the head, you're going to want to put your ponytail somewhere up here versus where I put it, alright? So this is the part where you're going to get your comb. So you are going to start by sectioning your hair into 2 equal parts. I like to use the tip of a comb while I'm doing this, or you can just use your fingers if you want to. Okay, so you're going to make sure that they're pretty much equal. You can do that by feeling through the 2 sections. Make sure that they're the equal thickness, okay? So once you have them, you're going to comb through them a little bit. Make sure that they're all good, okay? Alright, now you can get rid of your comb. You won't need it for this next part. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a little tiny piece of hair from this side or this side, whichever one you're more comfortable with. This won't matter. You're going to take that from the back of whichever side, okay? So say you wanted to start on this side. You're going to take a little piece, okay? A little tiny piece, like that. And you are going to put it over here, okay? So you're going to take a little piece from this section, and you're just going to put it over here, towards the front, okay? And then you're going to take a little tiny piece from this section. I just dropped that. That's fine. You can do that. You're going to want to get a little piece from this part and take from the back of this and pull it over here. Okay, do the same thing all the way down. I'm going to take a little tiny piece from the back of this section. Make sure it's staying neat. You can take your time. Now if you have layers in your hair, some of them might be a little bit shorter. So this piece, you can see, it's a little bit shorter than those. See? But that's okay. It shouldn't matter much. So now it's in this part. Okay, so you're going to take a little piece from the back of this, separate it, and you're going to pull that same piece over to the side. Okay? You can take a little tiny piece from this section, and you're going to put it on this side. You're going to take a little tiny piece from this section, and you're going to put it on this side. And once you get all the way down, okay, it's going to start coming together. It does take a little bit of time, but if you keep on doing it, make it nice and neat, eventually it's going to start looking good. And you just really want to make sure that you are taking the smaller strands, because if you take the bigger strands, it's not going to look as put together. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep doing this all the way down. I'm just going to take a little tiny piece. Try to take it from the back, like I said before. Try to take it from the back and wrap it. Just bring it around. Around town. Bring it around town. That's what you gotta do. Just keep doing that. And I haven't done this braid in 2 years, I think. But it's just one of those braids, you know, that when you learn it, you just know it. So, just taking this piece, putting it on this side, and the same on this side, taking the back of it and twisting it over, putting it on that side. You can already start to tell, okay, there's like this little line forming, okay, and that's what you want. That's a good sign that you're doing it right. You know, it might not look perfect the first time that you do it, and that's okay. Don't give up on it. It just, like any hairstyle that you do, it's going to take a little bit of time, you know. That's okay. It's worth it in the end. Now, you can see that my hair is getting a little bit staticky, or not staticky, but a little bit messy looking. When that starts to happen, you just take your comb, you just brush through that a little bit. Keep it very nice and neat. And you want to do that all the way through the braid. If you notice that any part is becoming a little bit strangly looking, or whatever it's called, tangly looking, you're going to want to do that. Okay. And you can also do this when you just got out of the shower and your hair is still wet, and maybe like you'd really like to do this in the springtime when it's warmer outside, you know. But you can braid your hair like this when it's wet, and then when it dries, you can unbraid it, and it's going to look fabulous. It's going to look beautiful. Okay. So I honestly think that fishtail braids look the most pretty on hair that has some different colors throughout it. So like highlighted hair, or if you have purple hair or something, and then you have like some light strands going through it. I think that is adorable. my hair is just one solid color because I've been trying to get it back to my natural looking color. But oh my gosh, braids that are like with highlights and stuff, that's really cute. You know, this is a good style, a good hairstyle to wear for if you're going to a wedding, if you're just, you know, going on a picnic or something like that. It's always nice, and I think it's a lot better to do a braid on yourself if you're trying to keep the heat off your hair. You know, like not use curling irons, and not use flat irons, and all these different wavers and stuff, rollers and everything. It's a really good thing to do. Okay, if you're trying to get your hair to look a little bit healthier, if you bleach your hair a lot and you're just wanting more of like a softer style, I would definitely take some time and just learn how to braid. Okay, so you can see this one little piece is sticking out. Okay, I don't have layers in my hair, but I obviously do because of this little guy right here. So when that happens, you can just kind of try to tuck it in the braid if you want. It probably won't stay throughout the day. You can use bobby pins, like just a little bobby pin, and you never want to open the bobby pin. I'll show you at the end of this video what I'm talking about. But you can always poke it in there, okay, and try to make it stay. But honestly, if you have a lot of those sticking out, I would just work with it and let them poke out. You know, let them go where they're gonna go. You know, don't try to keep them in the braid if they're wanting to just like poke out. I say it looks cute, looks natural. Now my braid's getting harder to do the technique. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and tie it right there. That gives me this much of hair sticking out, okay? And in school, that wouldn't fly, okay? In school, we had to go all the way down the hair to the nitty-gritty right there. But you know what? No, that is not what we're gonna do today. But if you want to, you just keep doing that technique I showed you all the way down. Okay, that's what you gotta do. Get you another rubber band, or your little ponytail, whatever you like to call it, and you tie it. Elastic ones, they work better for braids just because they're like invisible looking. You can't really see them, you know, and a lot of people don't like this look. I don't really like it. I don't care, but you know, I don't really love it. So as you can see over here, I got some pokies, got some little poke things poking out. So I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get a couple things and I'm gonna show you guys what you can do. Alright, but as you can see, my hair looks like that. I tried to wear a yellow shirt so I can show you guys what it looks like. But if it had different highlights in there and stuff, it would look so pretty. Okay? Think about it. I'll be right back. Okay. So, the first thing that you can do, and I know this might work for you, but if you have bigger ones like this, it might not work that great. Get some hairspray, shake it all about. Shake it pretty good. Any hairspray should work. Okay, they're all made out of the same stuff. There are like tougher hairsprays that are more like expensive. So, you know, but if you have longer pokey things like this, it might not work. So you can just take the lid off, and this is what you're gonna do. You're not gonna spray your whole braid because you're going for a softer look because it's a soft braid, you know what I'm saying? So take your tips of your finger, your thumb and your pointer finger or these two, whichever. I'm just going to use these two. You're going to take it right to the nozzle. Okay, you're going to spray into your two fingertips, just like that. Okay, and you're going to take the parts of your braid and you're going to put that hairspray directly on those. You can do these to any little flyaways and stuff. That's a really good little tip also for your bangs, if you're wanting to just like make them look a little bit straighter or neater or something. Okay, you can take a little bit of that hairspray. I'll do it again. Okay, a little bit faster. A little bit faster this time. Just take it and then put it wherever you want. If they're just little bitty ones, you know, it might work to just kind of like push on them and stuff and stick them back in there. But in my case, they're a little bit longer. So what we're gonna do, we are going to get a bobby pin. And you want to make sure they're a bobby pin and not a hairpin. They are different. They're shaped differently. At least this is what I learned in school. You know, that's just what I was taught. A bobby pin is going to look like this. Okay, it's going to look like that. And you can see that it's already opened on the end. That means you do not need to open it. You don't need to open it with your teeth. You don't need to open it with your fingers. You don't need to open it. Okay? What happens is when you open it, it loses its strength. It loses all those little tough points that makes it a bobby pin. Okay? Hairpins. Let me see if I got one. Let me see if I got one in here. Because I might. Because I'd love to show you the difference. That's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Trying to find a hairpin in those bobby pins. Ooh, I don't know if I can do it. They're probably all bobby pins, I'm thinking. So anyways, what you're going to want to do is you're just going to leave it like that, alright? You're going to find the piece of hair. In this case, there's these couple pieces of hair. You're going to take this little point. You're not going to open it. You're going to put those hairs in there. Okay, they're held in there now. It's opened itself, and when it does that, you just want to put it back. Okay, you just want to make sure that it's straight. Okay, now just take it around back. Take it around back, and there's another one there, so I'll go ahead and do the same. Which it is shorter, so it wouldn't bother me. Much, but I'm trying to do this backwards. So I'm just gonna find it, and you're gonna put it in the bobby pin. Okay. Without opening it. That's a challenge. It might be too short for that. So I'm just gonna take it out and do it again. It's these three little pieces right here. Alright, so they're gonna all go into the bobby pin. Alright, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take it to the back of the braid and you're gonna stick it in there, in the middle, or wherever, somewhere that it's not gonna show. Okay, and make sure it's in there good. Make sure it didn't get twisted, because when it gets twisted, it won't stay as good. Okay, move it on up. Alright. Oh no. So, those two longer pieces are gone. There's still this little tiny piece. much that's the fishtail braid. I didn't do a good job at hiding the bobby pin. I'm so sorry. But honestly, I think those little tiny things that stick out are really cute. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm actually gonna cut this little hair tie. I'm actually gonna cut it, okay? And you're gonna have to be really careful when you do this so you don't cut a big chunk of your hair off, okay? That's what's good about those elastic bands, alright? So you're just gonna take that, and I'm just gonna cut one little piece. It's okay. It's alright. Don't be afraid. Okay. Alright, so I cut that little piece. Alright, it dropped. So now it is loose. Alright, it's a loose bobby, or a loose fishtail braid. So I'm gonna bring it over here like that. Okay, you're gonna wanna like scrunch this up a little bit so that it hangs a little bit. Okay. And you can move this down. You got a little extra room. You can move that down a little bit and just kind of pull it a little bit, and yeah, it should be good. It should be okay. Yeah. So another thing that you can do for a style is you can go right up to the top, and there's going to be the separation where you started. To take your braid, the loop, and you're going to put it through there, okay? Put it on through, and bring it down, okay? And it's going to make it cuter. My braid's a little bit messy right here. Like, there's this big piece. I'm so sorry. I was just kind of like trying to show you guys the technique, but there's all kinds of different stuff you can do with it once you have it. And it's really easy to take out. It doesn't tangle your hair at all. You just take it out and it's good. So that's pretty much it. It's also cute if you want to do just like a little strand. So yeah. And if you don't want to do the whole rubber band on the side, you can totally just do the braid without it. That was kind of just for having like a little bit of structure throughout it, okay? Once you get used to doing this braid, stick a piece from that side, stick a piece from this side, stick a piece from that side, stick a piece from this 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 side, and you just keep going. You just keep going. Just keep going. Okay, I hope that helped you. If not, there's tons of other tutorials, I'm sure, on all kinds of different braids. That is my favorite one to do on myself because it's pretty easy. If you're trying to do something a little bit more fancy than just the 3 strands.